All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about if Portland, Oregon is a safe place to live. And I'm also going to talk about the 9 safest neighborhoods to live in Portland, Oregon. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Ray Wilkey with the Real Agent Now group right here in Portland, Oregon and Southwest Washington. If this is your first time to this channel, you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, playing, and living right here in the Portland Metro, then start now by subscribing to this channel and tap that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. Honestly, people, we're getting so many phone calls, emails, and text messages of people reaching out who are moving here, and we absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about moving or relocating here to the Portland, Oregon, or Southwest Washington, then make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. All right, so this is a question that we get from everybody who's calling us. Are these areas safe? Is that area safe? Where is it safe to live? Now, whether you're a young professional moving here, maybe you're in your 30s, 40s, or maybe you're retiring and you want to come to Portland, you're wanting to know those safe areas. And first and foremost, you're wanting to know if Portland, Oregon is safe. Now, I was going to run a bunch of stats and data on this, and it was kind of all over the map. When you read some articles, I read one from Forbes magazine that said Portland, Oregon was the #3 safest city to live in. And you read some other articles, and it's like the 60th safest place to live in America. It was really all over the place depending on what they were measuring. So that's kind of what I want to talk about real quickly before I get into those top 9 safest neighborhoods. Is just, yes, Portland, Oregon is safe. Are there areas that are bad? Heck yeah, there's areas that are bad. I just did a video on the 10 neighborhoods you don't want to live in. And if you go watch that, you're going to see certain areas you just don't want to live. But you're going to find that in any city. But if you think about downtown Portland, the west side of Portland, the inner side, the inner east sides of Portland, basically there's some incredible areas and it covers the entire metro. So most of you know who've been seeing this and watching this, I've got 3 kids. I take my wife and kids all over the Portland metro because that's what we love to do. If you live in Portland, you got to embrace it and you got to go enjoy everything. So I have no problems at all going anywhere with my family. And that speaks true volume to the safety of Portland, Oregon. But now, let's jump into these 9 safe neighborhoods. And just like the last video where I talked about the 10 worst neighborhoods to live in, you saw some commonalities. This one, I think you'll get a good grasp of where to live. And like I said, real quick, basically inner east, inside blocks 50 and in, on the east side, you're going to be so safe. And that's starting to extend out. And then obviously out in Happy Valley, which is southeast, out there a ways, super safe. But anywhere inside the Portland Metro and the west side where I live, Tigard, Beaverton area, you're going to be just fine. So the criteria that I'm going to use for these neighborhoods is that it's got great housing, it's got incredible schools, and obviously the crime rates are very low. But let's start. Number 9 on the list, which I was so happy to see, is the Sabin Neighborhood. Now, this is something that Jesse's talked about a few times. The Sabin Neighborhood has one of the best potentials in the entire Portland Metro for, let's say, getting the most equity out of your house. It's an up-and-coming area that's surrounded by Irvington, Alameda. Just to the north is Alberta Arts. You get the Hollywood district down to the south. You're really close to Nopo, northern Portland. You know, you got Mississippi Ave over there. You're close to downtown. It's right in the middle of everything. But this is one area where if you're right next to Irvington, those are multi-million-dollar houses, and you're just a couple blocks away, and you can find homes in the $400,000 range. Jesse absolutely loves and raves about this area, and to find that it actually is one of the safest neighborhoods in Portland, Oregon is even better. If you really want that awesome Portland lifestyle, Sabin Neighborhood's definitely one you need to reach out to us so we can help you find a killer home in there. All right, so number 8. That's it. Number 8 on the list is Homestead, Oregon. This is going to be in an area where there's quite a few of these top 9. So Homestead is in its cool little pocket right next to the OHSU campus, minutes from downtown. And the cool thing about Homestead is you are literally in this pocket of parks. You have the Markham Park, the Terwilliger Park, the Dunaway Park. So if you really like green, you like nature, this is an area where the streets aren't cookie cutter and cross street. They're going to be hilly, they're going to be windy, you're going to have giant trees. You're right next to the OHSU campus. So this is an incredible area, and it's got a lot of nightlife really close. Plus those parks that you can spend a ton of time walking in nature. Plus you got Lincoln High School right there. which is one of the top high schools in Portland, Oregon. Plus, the entire school district right in that area is one of the best, if not the best. All right, so number 7 on the list is Grant Park. Now, it's over in that area of Sabin, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Now, if you live in Grant Park, it's almost like living on the water. It's so highly desired. It's an incredibly beautiful area. Plus, again, you're right next to Alberta Arts and Irvington. It's an incredible area up there in the Northeast, but it's really close to 84, the Hollywood district, so you can get anywhere you need to, close to downtown. But living by that park is so gorgeous. I'm talking couple 100-year-old old growth trees that are, I don't know if you can see my hands, but they're huge. And you have Ulysses S. Grant High School. That's another top high school in Portland, Oregon, and it's getting completely remodeled. So that school is going to be just unbelievable. Okay, so let's go to number 6 on the list, and that's Marshall Park. Now, Marshall Park is going to be south of I-5, and it's going to be in a really cool area. You know what's cool about Marshall Park is you're very close to downtown. Again, this is going to be an area that is very green. You're going to have some hilly roads, and just to the south of it is Tryon Creek. Now, we have Forest Park, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, up in the northwest area. Tryon Creek is just south, and it goes all the way into Lake Oswego, and it is one of the most killer hiking parks right in the Portland metro. I take my family there all the time. There's tons and tons of trails. You can go for miles and miles of very well manicured trails, hills, so they give you a little bit more challenge. If you like the outdoors and riding bikes and walking and hiking in nature and trees. All right, so speaking of Forest Park, we're going to talk about number 5, which is the Northwest District, Nob Hill. We've mentioned this in so many videos as top neighborhoods. It really is. This is an area, again, I love to take my family down to. If you like boutique, independent stores, restaurants, this really has it all. The cool thing about Northwest is it's got its old turn-of-the-century homes that are just ginormous homes, literally right down there in the Northwest. Plus, there's a lot of condos and townhomes there, so you're starting to see a ton of young professionals there. And just down the street from it is Slabtown. That area is absolutely blowing up too. Northwest is also an area where we talk about has one of the best school districts in the entire Portland metro. All in all, we can't say enough about Northwest. It's truly Portland living, plus you get the nature of Forest Park, our biggest park right there. It really has it all. Okay, so number 4 on the list is the Southwest Hills. Now, this is going to be right in between 2 more top neighborhoods that we're going to talk about next. Now, what I want to talk about is this Northwest area, and the area, I'm going to show it on the map right here, right close to downtown. You're going to find so many commonalities. A lot of giant old growth trees. Huge parks, tons of walkability if you like nature and hiking trails, and if you want top schools. Southwest Hills is an area in between 2 of the next neighborhoods I talk about where you can find a little bit more of an affordable house, but still have that feeling of beautiful Northwest Portland. You're close to downtown. You're really close to Washington Park, which has the zoo. It has the Rose Garden. It has the Japanese gardens. I mean, all those are right within walking distance, plus Markham Park. And it's just an unbelievable area. And like I said, I think you can find a little bit cheaper home right in the Southwest Hills. All right, so that gets us into number 3. And this is Jesse's favorite neighborhood. It's called Healey Heights. Healey Heights is unbelievable. You go up there and the streets are windy. You can go around basically any turn and you're going to see all of downtown Portland. You're right above Northwest Portland, and you can see Providence Park where the Portland Timbers play. I mean, you can see everything there. But the houses are unbelievably gorgeous, and it's actually rated one of the top neighborhoods to raise families. All across the board, Healey Heights, it really is one of the top areas to live in Portland, Oregon. It's super safe, incredible to raise families, great schools. Healey Heights, we definitely recommend. We would love to help find somebody a house in Healey Heights. All right, we're getting close. Number 2, Arlington Heights. It's right in that pocket again. As you can tell, that area boasts some of the best neighborhoods in Portland. This is where you're going to see, governors live. There's giant homes. You literally are in Washington Park. I mean, there's some houses that you can see the Japanese gardens, the Rose Garden. They're literally in Washington Park. So it's just an incredible area. You're just above Northwest Portland, so you really have everything walkable. Top schools, the Hoyt Arboretum again, the Washington Park. It's just a highly desired area. You're never going to find a home that's the same. They're all different. They're all so unique and gorgeous, unbelievably manicured. You're going to find a lot of really old homes that have been just completely gutted and modernized. So yeah, it's just a spectacular area and one of the most desired areas in Portland. But That gets us to our number one, the safest neighborhood in Portland, Oregon, and it's not in that pocket. We're going to go to the southeast, and it's East Moreland. There's Selwood Moreland, which is another highly desired area, a little closer into the west, but East Moreland, right there at the campus of Reed College, which is where James Beard went and where Steve Jobs went. The houses there are unbelievable. You got top golf courses right in the area. Like I said, you're close to Selwood Moreland, so you have that walkability and those funky shops, restaurants. But yeah, when you drive up and down the streets of East Moreland and look at those homes, you really just truly feel like this is a special, special place. And this road that you're actually seeing in the video right now, every 4th of July, they shut it down, both north and south directions, and they do a huge 4th of July parade there for all the kids. This is just one of the best areas in Portland, Oregon, and it's on the southeast side. It's crazy to me that I do this top 10 list, and the whole west, southwest side where I reside doesn't even strike the list. And that just goes to show, I mean, I feel like I'm in one of the safest areas I've ever been in my life. Very suburbia, and it doesn't even register till like the 30s or 40s. So literally, there are so many areas tucked in Portland, Oregon that are not only super safe, but this is one of the best places to live. And that's the one consistency I always found. Whether I was reading any statistics or data, Portland, Oregon is always one of the top places to live. And if you go watch that video right here, you're going to see the 10 worst areas. Just stay away from those areas, and you're going to find incredible spots to live that are super safe with great schools and all of that true Portland living right here in the Portland Metro. So I really hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope it gives you a sense of the safety here in Portland and where you could be. Yeah, if you stay in close to Portland, the west side of Portland, northwest Portland, or any of the hills right there, Healey Heights and Arlington Heights, you're going to be so safe. And it's just the kind of living you like, and that's what we do best, is just find out, do you want flat living, Portland, walkable, or do you like the hills, you like nature? That's Jesse and I's job when you give us a call. So that's the one thing you need to do. If you are even thinking of moving or relocating here to Portland, Oregon, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send the pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. But then again, we do so many videos of what it's like to live, how safe, where to work, top jobs, restaurants. We do all the videos about Portland. So if this is your first time to this channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button and click that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.